Picture this. It's midday. The BAS dashboard goes red. Zones losing control. Alarms piling up. And a facilities tech on site has to choose which systems to keep powered while a failing UPS trips breakers. Tenants are calling and the clock is ticking. What do you save first? Welcome to Built, Wired, and Secured. I'm Alex Morgan, and today we unpack how simple, measurable SLOs stop that moment from becoming a crisis. With me are Michael Harrington and James Rogers, both longtime operators who make these trade-offs every day. Michael, your quick read of that scene.
Right away I ask, what breaks if this goes down? That single question drives sequence and resource allocation. If life safety or critical equipment rooms are at stake, you isolate and protect those first. Tenants feeling discomfort is different from risking equipment or safety.
Wait, so triage by consequence, not by who yells loudest. Got it.
Exactly. That question becomes the anchor for an SLO. What service level must we guarantee because the consequence of failure is unacceptable?
And I'll add, reliability starts with disciplined maintenance. If teams know the SLOs, decisions are less emotional. Preventative maintenance and simple testing keep your failovers honest, so when the UPS actually trips, the system behaves like you practiced it.
Good. Let's pin down what an SLO is here, because people often conflate SLOs with SLAs. Michael, how do you describe the difference in one line?
SLA is a contract focus, often tied to penalties. An SLO is an internal operational target, shared, measurable, and meant to guide design and response. It's, we expect BAS availability of X during occupied hours because of these impacts.
And James, you always stress simplicity. How many metrics per system do you actually want?
2 or 3. For most systems, availability percentage, maximum continuous downtime, and a response window. Those cover safety, tenant impact, and operational capability without overloading teams with data.
Okay, let's walk through priorities. Michael, which systems are non-negotiable?
Non-negotiable, life safety power, fire detection interfaces, and core access control where egress could be affected. Those need the highest availability targets and clear ownership.
High priority next. HVAC to critical equipment rooms and tenant spaces that would suffer immediate operational loss. Then you have comfort level systems. Those are nice to have and can tolerate lower targets.
James, you mentioned carriers earlier. Walk us through that fast failure mode.
Carrier outages expose hidden dependencies. If a hosted BAS or access control vendor loses connectivity and local controls aren't configured to run autonomously, the building effectively loses control. So an SLO should capture both carrier availability and local fallback behavior.
Let's get numeric. How do you pick the actual targets? Michael?
Start with impact. If failure risks safety or major financial loss, aim high, 99.9% or better. For non-critical comfort, 98% can be acceptable. Then set a max continuous downtime, maybe 15 minutes for a critical control point, several hours for amenity HVAC. Cost increases quickly as you chase each extra 9.
James, how do you translate that into response windows?
I like a triage approach. 30 minutes for remote diagnosis on critical alarms, 2 hours for on-site dispatch during business hours. Off-hours targets can be looser, but must be explicit. That ties SLOs directly to vendor scopes and internal rosters.
I can hear stakeholders objecting to the cost of higher availability. How do you diffuse that, Michael?
You ask, what's the downstream impact? If 99.9% prevents tenant churn or a compliance hit, it's risk mitigation. If it's purely comfort, lower the target and fund response playbooks instead of redundant infrastructure. Frame the talk around consequences, not decimals.
I'm gonna poke this. Many mid-market buildings don't need top-tier redundancy. Disciplined maintenance, clear labeling, and simple local backups often beat over-engineered solutions. You get more reliability per dollar by fixing basics first.
I agree. up to a point. Exercises don't replace design. If you rely on a single generator, you must test failover under realistic load. I've seen tabletop confidence fail spectacularly because the design couldn't carry the real load, so both design and practice are required.
That tension is useful. On to ownership. Who actually measures SLOs day to day so this doesn't become another ignored spreadsheet?
Keep monitoring close to ops. Use local BAS alarms, a lightweight cloud dashboard for trend visibility, and simple runbooks that capture handoffs. Quarterly tabletops and an annual full transfer test for generators. That's a sustainable rhythm.
Reporting should be a one-line scorecard. Availability percent, longest continuous downtime, last test date. Facilities leadership and IT see that monthly. If an SLO is missed, require a root cause note and corrective plan with a timeline. SLOs inform CapEx, not finger-pointing.
Let's make this tangible. Give us a quick win and a cautionary fail. James, win first.
We set an SLO for a medical office tenant, redundant HVAC, and a 15-minute failover for the equipment room with quarterly tests. When a compressor failed, automatic switchover worked and nobody noticed. That's reliability paying off in silence. The best day in operations.
And a backfire. A campus was pushed to 99.99% availability for comfort systems without funding redundant chillers. Response windows were unrealistically tight. Teams couldn't meet them, and relationships with vendors soured. Lesson? Don't convert internal SLOs into punitive SLAs until you control the levers.
Solid lessons. If someone can only take 3 actions to start an SLO program, what are they? James, 1 through 3, quick.
1. Pick 2 to 3 metrics per critical system. Availability percent, max continuous downtime, and a response window.
Right. First step is simplicity.
2. Classify systems by safety and tenant impact, so priorities are shared and documented.
3. Schedule simple tests, quarterly tabletops, and at least one full failover annually. Prove your assumptions.
And document ownership. Who measures, who signs off, how misses are handled. Use the results to guide CapEx decisions, not to punish teams. Iterate targets as you collect data.
If you want a fast start, GDS Technology offers a 1-page SLO template and a short checklist to pilot in a single building. Try it on your most critical system for 1 quarter. Gather the data, then refine the targets. That moves the conversation from guesswork to evidence. Thanks, Michael and James. This was practical and candid. Built to last, wired with intention, secured for the real world.